We don't see Santa like many times.
Santa's elves have wings. Wings that carry gifts to Tangier Island, which fewer than 500 people call home in Virginia on the Chesapeake Bay.
That was so amazing.
But before the touchdown, there's a meeting of the elves over breakfast at the Chesapeake Sport Pilot Flight School in Stevensville. Ed Knapp Jr.'s father started what's known as the Holly Run 50 years ago.
Most pilots are looking for an excuse to go fly. It doesn't take much. So they were, okay, tell you what, next year cut an extra bag, we'll go with you. Now several bags of holly are loaded up to decorate the island that has very few trees.
On the island, sea level rise has really inundated an awful lot of the island, and many of the trees have died, especially including the evergreens.
They bring greens and other basic gifts that are tough to get unless they go out to the mainland in Crisfield.
We brought tissues, we brought school supplies, hand sanitizers. They always appreciate of that, and fruits and yogurt.
Bruce Angevine took me up in his Cessna Skylane. He was one of 42 pilots registered for the Holly Run this year. Melanie Ballard and Kathy Ha also brought their Christmas cheer. Bruce checks off his safety list, and then off we go. A 45-minute flight, what would be about a 4-hour drive, including a ferry ride to reach the island.
I like helping the people down there. We're doing 146 knots.
We wave to Ken Island, St. Michael's.
That island up to the right is Smith Island.
And Smith Island while traveling at around 3,300 feet.
I mean, it's remote.
As we approach the island, you can see how close it is to sea level. Planes touch down without the help of air traffic control. They rely on their own monitors and flight communication. And they are greeted by the kids, who are excited to receive gifts as tiny as candy canes.
Thanks. They don't sell them here.
What did he give you?
Candy cane. I was like so excited.
Tell me why.
Because usually you would not see him around this time before Christmas.
And then the Bay Bulletin takes a tour down the narrow streets where golf carts and mopeds are the main type of transportation. The mayor says there are more cats than people here, but there have been recent efforts to control the population. The church service brings the Christmas story to the pilots.
And God said, "This is the woman that I want to mother this child."
And Mayor James Eskridge had a special request for Santa.
We'd like a seawall. I tell folks that the erosion problem is I would say 99% due to wave action. I mean, our island is only a few feet above sea level to start with, and then the shoreline is just a soft sod material, and it's easily eroded away. And
the west side of the island is getting a seawall next year, but Mayor Eskridge would like to see the whole island protected. Bags of basic goods left for the people, and the pilots donated more than $12,000, money that will be used for the health and welfare mission since the island has many elderly people, and to repair rooftops. Santa's elves filled up the year-round restaurant and took home crab cakes.
This is a wonderful place. I didn't even know it existed.
You'll walk around and people would constantly just be waving, and they don't know you.
Santa will never forget the most simple request.
Justin Bieber posters.
And now back to the North Pole before Christmas Eve. For Chesapeake Bay Magazine's Bay Bulletin, I'm Cheryl Costello.